Of course I'm all right. I'm surprised you're surprised. There you go, Miss Blessing.
Oh, the missile targeting plans, you recovered them.
Mm-hmm. Put a note in with them and tell Navy intelligence not to keep them in a cookie jar this time.
You must be exhausted. Can I fix you anything? A pick-me-up?
Had one in Cuba, thanks anyway. We sold a Picasso drawing. I like that Picasso drawing.
We got $160,000 for it, Thomas.
I like $160,000.
What happened to your arm?
See if you can book me a flight out of SFO for Vallarta tonight.
Can't,
okay?
Thomas. What happened to your arm?
It's my wrist. I picked up some steel when the safe blew. Can't? Did you just say can't?
The director wants you at Gideon Peak. You better let me have a look at this. It might need stitches.
It has stitches.
Let me have your coat, Thomas. Someone stole a dehydrator from the Gideon Peak Observatory, and the director wants you to get it back. Let me have the tie, too, Thomas.
What's a dehydrator?
It's all on the tape. Tie, please.
Where's the tape?
The director sent a courier with a package.
Miss Blessing, it's my wrist. It's not my arm. It's not my shoulder. It's my wrist. Now, where's the package?
It has a scrambler built into it, just like your last one. That's the blue lever. And the red lever is your automatic erase. And this switch is an interference control, should you want to record in a place which might be bugged. And then there's also this.
Lucite.
It can go through any weapons detector in the world. Unit development says it is gas-fired and completely silent. It has the same muzzle velocity as a Magnum 357. I still think we ought to take a closer look at that wound. Blood poisoning travels straight towards the heart, you know?
It's a very reassuring thought, Miss Blessing, but I'm going to take my wound upstairs and soak it in gin and bitters.
Oh, there's just one more thing, Thomas. The agency believes that the thieves had help from inside, so the director had unit research simulate this correspondence between you and the professor who was killed. It should validate you showing up at the observatory.
What was it the late professor and I were supposedly corresponding about?
The Galileo papers.
The Galileo papers disappeared in '43. The Nazis grabbed them. And they probably burned them in '45 along with the Belgian archives.
Thomas, who would ever know for sure? Now, why don't I come up and familiarize you with the letters while you slip into something else?
Miss Blessing, what I am going to slip into is a sauna.
That's all right, Thomas. My glasses don't fog.
The dehydrator is ready, as you specified. The sighting mechanism is mounted, and the solar batteries are fully charged.
Marvelous. Might we have a preview of her speciality?
On what, sir?
This would be acceptable.
Toby?
Would it have the same effect if, say, your van was in front of it?
Through the van, through a brick wall, through the Empire State Building.
Incredible. I believe you and your young ladies are due something. Talk.
Why, thank you, Mr. Clausen. And should you ever need me and my girls again...
You have my word. I shall be delighted to call upon you again. Goodbye. Just so. Yes. Excellent.
I left Carmel to keep this appointment, Miss Randall. I hadn't heard the news, and believe me, there's no rush to this. If you want to let this slide for a couple of days, a week, whatever, it's no problem.
No. My uncle invited you here, and we'll try to help.
Okay, sure it's no trouble, huh? Well, tell me something. Did the professor keep his papers here in the observatory?
I don't know. I don't know anything about any Galileo papers, but Uncle Bronislav was a very private man. There were a lot of things he didn't talk about.
Mr. Sloane, I skimmed through your correspondence with our Professor Gregory here. It would, of course, appear in order, but as administrator, and in light of the terrible thing that's just happened, one has to take precautions. Professor Gregory was engaged in highly secret work, you see.
The weather machine, Mr. Drake.
What did you say?
He said weather machine, Armand.
How do you know about that? There was no mention of that in those letters. How do you know about it?
There wasn't? I must have talked to the professor about it on the telephone. Are you an astronomer too, Miss Randall?
No, I'm a 6th grade science teacher. Or I will be when I'm accredited in California. I've been keeping Uncle B's lab notes. Or rather, 2 of us have. Sabina does some and I do some.
That many notes?
And that much secrecy. Sabina's his lab assistant. Now that's a thought.